Hey, my book lovers! Thank you for joining me once again for another book review. So, we are going to start this video with some minutes, okay? There are some shout outs to give. First, I want to thank everyone that has watched my videos. A few weeks ago, I reached 5,000 views, and it is all because of all of you viewers. I appreciate each and every one of you, and because I have reached that 5,000 views mark, I will be interviewed by my dear friend, and the deal is if I had reached this amount, I would allow myself to be interviewed, and I have no idea what she's going to ask. So this will be your chance to get to know me a little bit. So if you have any questions about me, this channel, the content, or anything else, here is your chance to ask. So if you will drop those questions in the comments, I will forward any and all questions over to the person that's going to interview me, and they will pick which ones to ask. The more questions, the more options they have to pick from. So there is that. And we have some new subscribers. If you are private, unfortunately, you won't be given a shout out because I have no idea who you are. Okay. So, thank you for subscribing, though, even though you are private. I really, really appreciate those that subscribe to this channel. Those that I can see is Astrid Carter. Hope I said that right. Thank you so much for subscribing. I hope you are enjoying the content. Then there is Brad, the Jack of all adventures. Thank you for subscribing. Now, Brad and I had a little chat about the book, The Perfect Marriage by Geneva Rose. And you guys can go check out his channel, which is Brad, the Jack of all adventures. And he did a review on this book as well. Now, I will warn you, there are spoilers in his review. But me and Brad kind of chatted back and forth about this book. And I thank you for the beautiful view in your video and sharing your perspective of the book. And I can't wait to find out what book you and your wife pick next. I'm interested to see what other books you guys are going to be reading and conversing about. Then let's respond to a few comments that have been left. There is one from Alicia Nguyen, commented on Behind Her Lives by Brianna Cole. Please check it out. I think you might enjoy it. Thank you for the compliment. I tried to switch up my look a little bit and look decent in these videos. Now, when my hair is braided, it is compliments of my sister Yvonne. Shout out to my sis. Hey girl. I always tease her that I get an instant facelift by the time she's done with my head. She has been doing my hair since I was a wee little one. She is my sister. And I definitely get the snatch back when she does my hair. And she does a wonderful job. So I truly, truly, truly appreciate her getting me together. Okay. And also, Alicia, I have put your book suggestions into the base, and I have also forwarded your interview questions. And then, oh my goodness, 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 oh my goodness. Okay, so one day I was looking on my channel to see what comments were made, and lo and behold, Brianna Cole commented on the review for her book Behind Her Lives. Like, oh! I am so shocked and excited when I see an author comment. it truly makes my day. Like, it makes me wonder though how you found my review out of probably thousands of them online. I don't know. I sometimes I don't even know how to express it. It is just amazing to have an author comment on a review of their book. And I am humbled and appreciate your work, because without authors there would be no reviews, right? So thank you for like making my day, Miss Brianna Cole. I am looking forward to what you have in store for us readers. Like, I can't wait. So yes, when authors comment or share a review, I mean, it keeps me going and adds a ray of sunshine to my day, and I am so excited and appreciative of those comments. So the next one is Angel Jordan commented on the guest list You'd Kill to Be On by Lucy Foyley. This was Angel's book suggestion that got picked for February's viewer choice read. If you didn't know, I have a drawing every month for a viewer's choice book pick. And so if you have any reading suggestions, please put those in the comments. They will be entered into the monthly drawing. If your selection is picked, then you will be given a shout out in the review video for that book. And yes, Angel, I have put your suggestions in the vase. So thank you for your continued support and participation. So now let's go ahead and get into this current book review. And this book is called The Banned Bookshop of Maggie Banks by Shauna Robinson. And this is the cover of the book. It might look familiar because this was mentioned in a previous review. I had learned about this book while on a cruise this past December. And one of the travelers was reading it, and I had a nice little chat with her. So I decided to pick up the book and read it for myself. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So this book is about Maggie and the residents of a town called Bell River. Maggie has moved to town in order to assist her friend Rachel. Maggie wants to be there for Rachel and her family and agrees to stay for a few months because really she didn't have nothing else to do. Okay? Up until now, Maggie has been, well, pretty non-committal in her employment history. She is still trying to figure out her passion and or career path. Rachel is about to go on maternity leave and needs Maggie to handle the bookstore in her absence. And Maggie believes she's up for the task. How hard can this be, right? It's a bookstore. Maggie notices something odd about the town, though. The businesses have a common thread of paying homage to the late Edward Bell. Edward was an author that wrote the publication that made him famous right in this town. It is said he wrote it right there in the bookstore before and after his work shift. Now, Maggie is not a book reader, but landed in a town saturated in the homage of Edward Bell, author she has never heard of. Maggie has a limited amount of time to get acclimated before she is on her own with the bookstore. Maggie quickly recognizes that the bookstore was in financial trouble and the restraints Ralph had on it was the cause. Ralp Bell is a descendant of Edwards. Ralph acquired shares in the town's businesses at a time they were struggling financially. With his financial assistance, he acquired the businesses to become Edward Bell themed. This was believed to assist the town in gaining revenue by being a tourist attraction. However grateful the business owners were from being saved from closing, they were not so happy about the restrictions imposed upon them. Maggie and Ralph bumped heads, and she believes he is trying to take what little standing Rochelle has in the business away. Now, Ralph has a spy / employee, Malcolm, who checks in on the businesses and reports back to Ralph about any infractions that may be occurring. If this bookstore fails, Rachel and her family will be in a difficult financial situation. Rachel is married, has a son, and is currently pregnant. Rachel's husband is currently in school finishing a degree, and if they could just hang on, they may see relief in the near future. Now, Maggie devises a plan to get more revenue for the bookstore and starts an avalanche of events. Unfortunately, Maggie didn't look at the big picture and the effects it would have on all the town's residents. Maggie starts a rebellion of sorts, and Maggie uncovers a secret about the Bell family that she could use as leverage against Ralph to get him to back off. Now, of course, you will have to read the book to find out what Maggie uncovers and what she does with that information. In the midst of this rebellion, Maggie comes to love the townspeople. She also finds herself smitten with the uptight Malcolm. Maggie also discovers something about herself that has the potential to shape her future. Although her intentions are good, Maggie has put the townspeople in jeopardy. Will Maggie be able to regain the trust of the people she has grown to care about and make her wrong a right? Oh, yep, you know. You'll have to read the book to find out. So this book is pretty much PG. There aren't any glaring warnings to give. Really, the only one is that there is mention of sexual activity, but that's about it. There are discussion questions in the book, so I will refer you to those to get the conversation going. And there is also a conversation with the author that gives some insight to the creation of this book, which it's always interesting to see how authors came up with characters, location, and plot of a book. So you might want to check that out to get some little tidbits of how this author created this literary work. I did listen to the audiobook, which is a little over 9 hours long. The narrator is Imani Jade Powers, and she did a good job relaying the story. I think the vocals could have projected Maggie a little bit more feisty and Ralph a tad bit more menacing. I think that would have added to the feel of the characters for me. Otherwise, well done. The genre is listed as fiction on Hoopla. I would add light mystery with a smidge of romance. So this story is well-rounded, and I enjoyed the focus being about books and how they add joy and education to people's lives. I try to convey that to people when I talk to them, like books are the business, okay? You can learn just about anything from them. They are a great escape. You know, sometimes reading a book is better than watching TV, okay? Well, often. For me, most of the time, it's better than watching TV. I hope I convey my love of books to people because, I mean, they are just wonderful. I mean, like I said, you can learn from them. Even if it's a bad book, you can find usually something to take away from it. Usually. Unless then it's just awful. But usually you can take at least something. Even if it's what not to do. But, yeah, books are amazing. amazing, amazing. And I hope these videos entice people to pick one up. This book touched on self-discovery, making decisions, and the importance of weighing possible consequences versus desired outcome. It's a story that touched on community involvement, friendship, and finding joy in difficult times, which is why I gave this book a 9.5 out of 10. If you haven't read the book, go get it. After reading it, let me know what you think. If you have already read the book, comment your thoughts. I want to know what you think. So, thanks so much for tuning in. Go ahead, click subscribe, like, share, make your comments. You may be given a shout out in a future video. So, that's it for this round. It's pretty quick, right? Alright, so until next time, keep turning the pages, my book lovers.